Parker, and I'm hosting today's show of the Bulldog Buzz, where we capture the latest news around the city of Greene. This Bulldog Buzz is brought to you by the Bulldog Beat, a group of Greene students representing grades 6 through 12. This unique program designed to train students to become backpack reporters, news anchors, and video technicians gives kids the opportunity to work with and learn from each other, to write news stories, conduct on-camera interviews, edit, shoot, and direct programs that will air on our GCTV Channel 16. We're here to bring you the information our community is buzzing about. The 2016 YMCA Short Course Nationals was on April 4th through the 8th in Greensboro, North Carolina. It had 1,332 swimmers from around the nation attending. It also had a good opportunity for more than 50 college coaches were attending. The Greene YMCA Barracudas sent 5 national swimmers. 4 of these 5 swimmers also qualified for the state meet that was held at the end of March. Today, we have 3 of the swimmers and the head coach of the high school swim team. They're here to tell us about being a swimmer. Welcome to the show.
Thanks,
All right, first we'll start with Mr. Laser.
All right.
So how many years have you been coaching?
Well, you know, Parker, I just like to take this opportunity to thank you for allowing us to be here with you this afternoon in the Bulldog Beat, and it's a great opportunity to kind of showcase our sport of swimming and just appreciate this opportunity. So, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
I've been coaching swimming for, believe it or not, about 19 years. Yeah, so started off in '97. Spent a couple years as assistant at Jackson High School, and then a couple years as an assistant coach at Hoover High School, and then started the program here in 2001, and it's kind of taken off ever since. So just about 19 years, yeah.
That's pretty good. So what made you decide to be the coach of the Greene High School swim team?
You know, I just love the sport, you know, and I love being able to invest in young people's lives. I see a really a big bridge between teaching and coaching. And I just had an opportunity in 2001 where we had an athletic director who was really open to the opportunity of having a swim program. I know that there were 3 girls that had swam Barberton, and he had been going back and forth to North Canton to coach, and I've been teaching up at the middle school since '98. And he just called me in his office and said, you know, we'd like to start a varsity program. And swimming's been near and dear to my heart. You know, I swam in high school and college, and it's just something where you really see hard work pay off. And you just get, swimmers have a knack for being able to be goal setters, and they work hard, and be able to see that pay off for them is really cool.
And what skills do you think you need to be like a head coach of swimming?
You really need to have just a love for people. I think that's a big skill, to be able to see growth in young people, and to be able to interact with them, and kind of meet them where they're at. And that's a huge part of swimming in general, and just coaching. You know, being able to deal with all kinds of different personalities and kind of help them reach their goals. I think, and kind of facilitate and help them along. Not only be good swimmers, but also to be better young people and great young people, and help them reach their goals in the water and out of the water as well.
All right. So can you explain like the partnership between the Barracudas and the high school, like as far as sending swimmers up goes?
Sure. Yeah. You know, the Barracudas, they're a huge part of what we do at the high school level. Without them, we really wouldn't have much of a program at the high school level. They really are a huge part of just age group swimming, getting young kids involved in swimming competitively at a young age. And any successful high school program has a huge successful feeder program like the Barracudas, but they're a great program in and of themselves. I mean, they've won multiple league championships. I remember when they started off, kind of as Aqua Bombers, we were swimming outdoors at Prestwick, and it kind of turned into where we kind of had to sit down with the YMCA and started a program there, and it's kind of come about to where we're just this ultra competitive program that's really a lot of fun to be a part of. And it just helps the partnership's huge because it helps the high school swim program out by leaps and bounds. Just kind of like I said, getting younger kids involved in the sport of swimming and understanding kind of what kind of time and dedication it takes to be a part of the sport, and swimming competitively at a younger age, and that just kind of. And as they get older, they see improvement. I think swimming is a sport where you can see a lot of improvement, especially if you stick with it. And if they start younger, and the younger they are when they start, I think they kind of catch that swimming bug and they kind of want to continue on at the high school level. So Barracuda program is a huge part of what we do at the high school with Coach Bev and Coach Mike. We have a lot of great coaches that run the Green YMCA Barracuda program that help produce a lot of swimmers. I always say, our success at the high school level, whether we're sending swimmers to sectionals, districts, or states, it really has a huge trickle-down effect as the groundwork, the foundation that was laid when they were younger with the Barracudas.
And what are your goals for this season?
My goals for this season is that everybody would make state championships. My goal really is just to that everyone will give their best. Young people giving their best. I think a lot of times that the world cries out for us to be lazy and kind of rest on our laurels a lot. And the sport of swimming kind of brings out the best in a lot of people. And I think our goal year in and year out is just for each swimmer and diver to improve every day, to do their best and to improve and to really head to the pool and practice with a purpose and give their best in practice and in meets. I think meets is a swim meet is a chance to show off what you do in practice, and I think the camaraderie of the young people on the team is huge, and that's a big part of what we do and try to make that a goal for us, not just to be good swimmers, but also to be good community members,
and
positive,
leaders.
Good leaders and positive community members, and just to grow up and mature as positive young people. And I think that's a big goal as a coach leading young people. And I think hopefully any coach would tell you that, but I think we have a group of special young people at Green High School Swimming and Diving, and they truly care about people, and that makes my job a whole lot easier. But just to kind of facilitate that and lead that and help them along, kind of instill in them leadership, aspects of leadership, and help them not only be fast swimmers, but also positive community members as well.
All right, thank you, Coach. And now we'll go to Josh. So how many years have you been swimming?
I joined the Barracudas in, I believe it was 2008, so that's 8 years. And I've been swimming both summer and winter since then. And then I joined high school in 2013-2014 season.
Did you swim as a little kid or?
Yeah, I did all the age group swimming. I always loved swimming, even when I was 4, 5. It just always was really fun. And then after the 2008 Olympics, my mom was like, wouldn't it be cool to be a swimmer? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So I did it. It was really fun, and I always loved it.
Sounds like a great background story. So
yeah.
How many hours of day do you spend at practice?
Well, in the winter, in the high school season, we spend around 3 hours a day in the pool. And then in the off season, we spend an hour and a half. And then we also throw in some dry land in there for about an hour.
So that's a long time practicing.
Yeah.
All right, and do you have a favorite pool to swim at?
Well, I know a lot of people don't like Akron University because of their blocks, but they did just get new blocks. And because it's cold, and a lot of people complain about that. But I love it, and I think it's one of the best backstroke pools in Ohio, and I'm a backstroker, and I just love swimming there. So.
And speaking of the cold in Akron, do you like cold or warm water?
I like cold water because I don't like to overheat. It just bothers me a lot. And then swimming at some pools, it'll be really warm and you'll be swimming a hard set and then you'll just feel like you're melting because the heat is terrible. I just like the cold water.
All right. Good opinion. And do you think most swimmers are organized because of like time management?
Yeah, I would say time management is a huge part of swimming because getting up early in the morning before school and swimming, then going to school, then going after school, and then having to do your homework and all your other chores and all your other activities on top of it, it's really hard to juggle. So I'd say it helps you develop your time management a lot. So I think, yeah, a lot of swimmers have very, very good time management.
And with time management, do you have any like hobbies that you have to have bounce around with, like swimming and hobby?
Well, I work, first of all, at handles, and that you have to juggle with swim practice and school as well. And then I'm also in the marching band and the concert band. So I have to kind of work my schedules around all of my activities.
All right, thank you, Josh. And we're gonna move to Dominic. So you got 9th in the nation in the 50 free.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. So how did you feel when you came in 9th?
Going into it, actually, I was seated 2nd, but that obviously didn't happen. I didn't do too well in prelims, but I still made finals, which was actually the first time I've ever made finals, and I thought that was great. And getting 9th, winning my heat, that was fantastic. I was just overcome with like joy and all these emotions. It was fantastic.
That was very good. I saw the races.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah. And what was going through your mind before the race? Like,
Just that this was my last race at nationals, and I might as well make the best of it, right?
were you scared or like?
Oh yeah, yeah. There were a lot of nerves going through, but all good nerves, yeah. But
you pulled through.
yeah, it was good. Yeah.
And do you plan on swimming in college?
Yes, I am going to Wright State University. I'm going to swim there 4 years.
Do you have like a favorite stroke or?
Stroke. I should probably say butterfly. But I really like freestyle.
Yeah.
He likes all this.
Yeah.
50.
Oh yeah. I really like doing a backstroke start, although doing backstroke is bad for me. I can.
50 back is really good for him.
Yeah, 50 back. That's quick.
Yeah. And then do you think that 50 free race was kind of like your 50 free race at States? Where you got second?
I would say it was similar, but at nationals it was kind of just, it had a bigger feel. You know, like States is just your state. At nationals, everyone was there.
Whole nation.
The whole
yeah.
nation was there. So it was kind of, I felt a little more pressured almost because of how much more competition was there.
And how many years have you been swimming?
11 years?
Around 11.
Yeah.
Did you swim like when you were a little kid?
Mm-hmm. I started when I was 6, actually. It's been a long time.
All right, thank you, Dom.
Yep.
And let's go to Tyler. So, what has swimming done for your life?
Okay, swimming's taught me a lot of things. It's taught me time management, as we talked about earlier, but it's also taught me how to be part of a team and make goals and put my best foot forward every day.
And like build on your leadership and everything like that too. And then, how many years have you been swimming?
I've been swimming 11 years now, but I've been like swimming, not competitively, since I was probably like 1, because my mom always took me in the water and was like, okay, we're gonna learn how to swim now.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
That sounds familiar.
So,
Quite.
what makes you get in the zone before a race?
I listen to music. I like to get behind the blocks a little bit early, just think about the race, focus on it, focus on the lane. By the end, when I step onto the blocks, if I have done all my jobs right behind it, I don't see the competition at all. I see just the lane, me, and there's nothing that can stop me. I feel like I'm going to win that race. I'm going to get that time, and there's nothing that can get in my way.
Do you have any like worries before a race or?
Usually a half an hour before the race, I'm a little bit concerned about, okay, I got to do this time, whatever. But 15 minutes to the race, no. At that point, I am just focused on speed, quick, do everything right. There's nothing that can go wrong here. Sounds a little bit weird, but
Hey,
I just get in that mindset.
It works. Nationals, so. So, what are your goals for this year?
My goals for this year in the 200 freestyle, I'd like to get top 3 at states and top 8 at nationals, so probably a 136 is what I would need. So it's a big goal. I'm hoping I can make it, but a lot of smaller ones before I get to that one.
And like, how much time would you have to drop to like get there?
Right now, I would probably have to drop 5 seconds to
5
get to that
seconds.
time.
Would that be kind of hard, or?
Yeah, it'd be very hard, but I feel like I can do it this year.
All right. And how would you like achieve that?
I'm gonna spend more time on dry land and more time in the pool this year than I ever have before. Figure if I do that, I can build up that endurance, build up the strength and all that. I'm also gonna try a new swim diet, stay away from the sugar, bad foods.
No more Dairy Queen.
No more dairy.
And what was the best part, do you think, of this year's nationals?
The best part of this year's nationals, I would say, was just the competition there. It was so strong. I like going to those big type of meets where you can race fast kids. I also liked just the feel of it, hanging out with my team and supporting them as they raced. And also, they recorded your races there, and I really liked being able to go back and review the race and see what I did wrong and learn what I needed to fix.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me on
Thank you, Parker. Thanks for
the.
having me. It's
Yeah.
great to be here.
All right. So thank you for joining us today. We have learned so much about swimming from you. If you have any questions or are looking for more information, go to www.greenbarracudas.swimtopia.com or greenbulldogsathletics.com/swimming/boys. Congrats on your great performance, boys, and we look forward to seeing you in the future. And we'd also like to thank you for joining us today. We deeply appreciate your support in watching the Bulldog Beat on the Bulldog Buzz today. Thank you for joining us today on GCTV Channel 16. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for an upcoming show, please contact our Bulldog Beat advisor, Julie McMahon, at mcmahonjulie@greenlokalschools.org. We would love to hear from you. The Bulldog Beat hopes we have succeeded in our mission to intrigue you with the latest insight in our community news. The Bulldog Buzz is student filmed and edited and brought to you by the Bulldog Beat and Green Local Schools. Thanks again for watching. I'm Parker, and as always, go Bulldogs!